How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Backyard Explorers and Beyond. This is going to be the first video upload for this channel. We do a variety of things here on our own property. We're going to be doing a lot of homesteading videos coming up. How to build different things, how to take care of different animals, gardening, farming, all kinds of little things. But what we've actually been doing is digging out a hole back here in the second piece of our property and using the materials up in our driveway to build the driveway up. We ended up coming across some pretty interesting things as we started digging. About 5.5 feet down, we hit some pure sand with a lot of different types of fossils in the sand. So it's really cool. Come to find out, Michigan used to be a shallow, warm sea. It was a tropical climate back then, but it was actually, most of it was covered with a shallow, warm sea. So that was awesome to find out. We've come across an area with some huge boulders in the woods. We're going to be digging that up, kind of excavating the area a little bit. It's all by hand, so it's going to take a little bit of time. But anxious to find out if there's an old river that ran through here, and if that's why there's so many bigger rocks in that area, and also why is the ground so mounded up in different places. So that's one thing we're trying to figure out, and we're going to start digging away at that today. This is an old pig shed right here that a big tree fell down on. That happened before I bought the property. I'm still trying to figure out how in the world I'm going to clean this thing up. Something metal buried down right there. It's a shame that that got crushed like it did. Got a little dust in the snow this morning, nothing much. Didn't really stick long either. Supposed to have up to 10 inches of snow by next Sunday. That's a tree we've been working on right there. That's where we got most of our firewood for this year, and it's some good burning white oak. It's got some turkey tail mushrooms on there. We're going to be harvesting some of those throughout the year. Plus we're going to go on a morel hunt, some chanterelles, and other different types. Plus Michigan's known for having wild asparagus growing everywhere. That's one of my all-time favorite vegetables, especially with steak. Hard to believe that where we're walking used to be under a small, shallow sea that actually had sharks and different type of fish living here. The phone doesn't do it much justice. This hole's probably about 10 foot wide and about 8 to 9 feet long. You can see that sand layer down there though, way at the bottom of the pit. We're getting a lot of fossils out of that layer right there. So we've got a lot of proof that yes, this was indeed covered up by an old ancient sea. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely awesome, everybody. My name's Luke, by the way, and my wife's name is Rebecca. Hasn't been a great year for the poplar trees. If y'all can see all the trees that are falling over back here, they're getting eaten up by some type of bug. That hole that we're digging out, we're going to be turning that into a little underground getaway, little place the kids can go camp and have fun. Put a little fire pit in there. Look at this. Whatever's doing this to the trees, it sure is taking a toll on a bunch of them. Here's another big rock that we started working on yesterday. Now, as you notice, the ground, if you can tell, very hilly and moundy right through this area. And we've got these big rocks. I'm thinking we could possibly be on an old riverbed right here. So that's what I want to find out. If this is an old riverbed right here, there could be some gold in the ground here. And that's what we want to find out. Curious to know what has the soil mounded up like this. We're going to be digging down through there and find out why we have 2-3 foot swells all throughout. And what I'm going to have to do is get in here and help him roll that out of the ground. We're going to roll that up into the wheelbarrow. And we're actually going to find a spot in here where we're going to start digging out an area and go down a little bit. Find out what's down under this ground about 4 foot down. You can't roll that thing on there. You're going to want to tilt that back as I push the rock on there, son. No, yep. Oh, this rock has to be pushing 300 pounds. What's that hole behind you? Dang, whoo, that thing is heavy. Rock and the side of the barrel. All right, go.
That thing's a monster.
Whew. Holy smokes. That thing is a beast. We're going to dig down a little bit right here too and find out what's going on under that rock. So you can see we're digging down right under where that boulder was. We're already getting a lot of sand. We're getting a lot of cool small rocks and possible fossils. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep sifting just in this one little small hole here. And we're going to take a bucket load home and wash up the rocks, find out if we got any good fossils in there. Another thing I want to do is if I dig down to that gravel layer that's down about 4 or 5 feet, I want to do a test pan and find out if there's any type of gold in this ground at all. We're going to take the rocks back that we're getting and clean them up with a toothbrush and some water and try to find out what there is. Very lightly clean them with the toothbrush, may I add. That way if there is any fossil sculptures in some of these stones, we're not like rubbing them off, so we'll do it very lightly. Whew. They're over there working on that big rock in the wheelbarrow. Very cool. And I'm hitting a lot of stones like this all of a sudden, and I'm not that deep, so maybe my theory's right. Maybe this is an old ancient river that I'm standing on top of here. There's so many possibilities out here. You know, some people might say, oh, that's just rocks, that's just rocks. But to me, this is an awesome part of history, everybody. Pretty much pure sand. This feels like it's some type of bone or some type of fossil or petrified wood or something. Clean it up and take a closer look at it when we get to the house. I got about 10 inches of snow coming in the next 6 or 7 days. I don't want to be peeling out in the driveway trying to get out. Another cool little green stone here. There's also a lot of really cool, interesting things as well, too, that you would think shouldn't be here. And then you do your history and you find out you're standing on an old, ancient seabed. That made it a whole lot more interesting to me. And I kind of figured that it would have to do with the water, the reason why the sand is so clean in that layer anyway. Yeah, you can see some fossil in this rock here. We'll have to get that one cleaned up. There's definitely something in that. I'll let y'all know if I find anything else. It's weird. Then another cool one was another one of these. And we're only about 2 foot down right now, so really cool. So I'm not really a rock expert, but check this out. I honestly think this is a piece of an old geode. I'm going to go home and clean it out very lightly with a toothbrush and some water. But that's definitely unique compared to what I've been finding. That is kind of strange. I'm not even 3 feet down yet. I'm still only about 2.5, maybe. Yeah, about 2.5 feet down. And picking out a lot of stuff. There is a lot of different types of fossilized type material in here, so I need to go through it, find out what's good and what's driveway material. But this rock right here just caught my attention when I dug it up. This is completely different than anything else that I've dug up out here so far. I don't think I've found one rock out here like this so far in the amount of days I've been digging out here. So we're going to get this cleaned up, see exactly what this is. This is really cool if you ask me. All right, so I'm starting to kind of think that my suspicions are being confirmed right now. We're down close to 3 to 3.5 feet, hitting nothing but solid cobblestone. So does that mean that I'm sitting on top of an old ancient river that ran through here? I think so. Filling it up quick now, everybody. But yeah, definitely finding different layers and definitely on top of what I think is an old ancient riverbed. Oh, wow. That'd be hard to get that one out with that root. That's right there. Ooh, it's broken in half too. I'm interested to see what it looks like in the middle. Nothing all that special in that rock.
This one has a stripe.
Yeah, still cool. Nice. Just pulled this thing out the hole. Caught my eye because it was shiny. This is really cool. Is this bedrock? Let me know down in the comment section, everybody. Oh wow, check this out, everybody. Old prehistoric coral. So we're definitely on top of where the old sea used to be. That is so awesome. All right, we are heading back for the day. We got that hole probably close to 5 foot deep, and we are hitting tons of bedrock and different types of material. So we're gonna go back and expand that hole and keep working on that one as well too. Whew, I'm out of breath. We just pulled a boulder out of the ground. But yeah, digging up history, this is absolutely incredible. I'm loving every minute of it. If only your back didn't get tired from being hunched over, I could sit out there and dig all day in that hole. So I'm pretty sure that everything that they say about this place being an old ancient sea is 100% correct. This is better than what I was actually looking for. So we started washing them off already. Lots of really cool colors, lots of different kinds of rocks as well too. I'm pretty sure that this is one that the coral used to attach itself to. All kinds of really cool rocks coming out the ground. Check this out, how it had that circle in there. That was kind of weird. That's another piece of rock right there that looks like a coral used to attach itself to these things, kind of like that. But check this out, everybody. It's probably my favorite find of the day. Prehistoric coral reef. Now I say prehistoric, but this might have came after the Jurassic period. Either way, it's extra rad. So the hunt continues. We're gonna keep digging rocks. We got these boulders out of the ground. This is the biggest one right here. This thing's huge. See it compared to my foot right there. It's got to be close to 300 pounds. So that's it, everybody. Thank you for watching my video. Make sure to subscribe and hit the like button if you haven't done so. If you've got any questions, leave them down there in the comment section. We're going to be bringing back a ton of videos from the new homestead. We're going to be getting some chickens into spring, building some coops, and getting this place tidied up and calling it home. Until the next one, God bless every one of you, my friends. Take care.